Hey guys, happy Friday. This is Coach Bill with Weight Loss Made Easy. Hope you guys are having a great Friday so far. And yes, today is fat protein coffee for me today. So today, guys, today's topic is about about the advantage of intermittent fasting. And guys, there's a huge following now all over the world on intermittent fasting. And the question is, okay, why is intermittent fasting accelerating so fast? Not just amongst the population, but it's also amongst the health professionals and doctors too. And there's a pretty simple answer to that. And it's because there's a lot of science backing it. And another reason why is it's not a fad diet. And also, it's been around for thousands of years as well. But the biggest thing what's really boosting it is some of these top doctors are now seeing how intermittent fasting is actually helping their patients reverse many disease models like type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, obesity, and now even cancer. And so they've been switching their patients to, or changing their whole health platform to this way of life. And as more and more doctors and health professionals do this, it's going to even go rampant even more. Well, this video is kind of an announcement. Today, I just got an approval from Amazon Books that they published my 10th book. And this book is the name of it is an Advantage to Intermittent Fasting. And what prompted me to write this book was you guys have heard me talk about that I'm on a lot of different weight loss group sites. I'm on a lot of different intermittent fasting sites and other sites, type 2 diabetic sites and stuff like that. So that's how popular intermittent fasting is getting, because now there's all kinds of different groups out there. I mean, there's a ton of different intermittent fasting groups, and they're under all kinds of different specific names. You know, intermittent fasting for those 40 over, intermittent fasting for athletes. I mean, it's just all kinds of different groups out there. Well, as I read some of the questions that these people have, especially the beginners, on how to properly start or do intermittent fasting, most of the people out there are actually jumping on board and are actually starting off wrong, which is most likely going to cause them to fail or even not get the results that they're looking for. So what I did was I wrote a book that gives you a step-by-step plan on the benefits or the advantages of intermittent fasting, the history behind intermittent fasting, and then the reasoning why so many doctors are switching over their patients to intermittent fasting. And then I'm even giving you a lot of the protocols that these doctors are using that might fit your lifestyle and your schedule. See, the reason why you guys, your doctors, most likely are not informing you about intermittent fasting, especially those of you that have type 2 diabetes. You know, if you know somebody with type 2 diabetes, or if you have type 2 diabetes, this is a must. You need to learn how to do intermittent fasting if you want to reverse type 2 diabetes or fatty liver, or if you're obese. You have to do this. This is going to get most of you, if you do it consistently and you do it right, off the medication. Now, of course, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not prescribing anything, and I'm not telling you not to use your doctor. All I'm saying is that if you look at the science and you look at these doctors that are actually reversing type 2 diabetes, I'm talking about doctors like Dr. Jason Fung, who's changed his whole health platform maybe 15 or 20 years ago. And he was fed up with the idea that the medication was not helping his clients and was not actually reversing the type 2 diabetes. Matter of fact, the medication was causing many other side effects. And so he started doing his own research 15 or 20 years ago, and he has now become one of the top type 2 diabetic doctors who has reversed thousands of people's type 2 diabetes. And he's also helping with obesity also. There's another doctor out there that's been doing a lot of research, and he's backed it up with his own medical research and his own MRI showing the benefits from not only intermittent fasting, but he also changes his cancer patients to good dietary fats, high good dietary fats and low carbs, along with the intermittent fasting to actually escalate shrinking brain tumor cancer. And he's got MRIs. And now what he's doing is going around doing seminars to other doctors, which is, he's been doing this for a while now. But yet, most of you don't know about it, especially the oncologists. They're not going to say anything about this. Is why? Well, why isn't your doctor saying anything about this? Why isn't your obesity doctor? Why isn't your type 2 doctor? Why isn't even your MD doctor? If you have high blood pressure, why isn't your family doctor telling you that you need to you need to do intermittent fasting to lower your blood pressure, to reverse type 2 diabetes, to reverse obesity, to reverse fatty liver disease, or many other diseases? Because intermittent fasting has now been shown by science to help with many underlying diseases. And Thomas Seyfried has found out that you could starve cancer cells by just changing the types of food you're eating and fasting. Combine them both. And now he's going around and teaching other doctors. There's another doctor out there right now. My sister-in-law sent me the video of him, and he is very adamant about intermittent fasting, and he's a cardiologist. And he is out there now, when you do the research on him, he's out there now teaching other doctors what he has found. And now he has completely changed his health platform as well. And he does mention this. He mentions the reason why his cohorts or his doctors, friends and stuff, don't mention intermittent fasting or changing the foods you eat and the time you eat, is because that's all free. And when he was talking about that, he was upset, because what's happening is most of these doctors and oncologists are putting their wallet or their wallet first before their patients. Otherwise, they would tell the patients, especially the cancer patients, there is another way to combat your cancer. Now, this doctor that I'm talking about who did this seminar, I have his link to his seminar to other doctors, a room of them. He explains how intermittent fasting can actually help chemotherapy work even better without the side effects. They have research on that. There's actually scientific case studies in the scientific journals that are now saying that intermittent fasting helps chemotherapy patients not only kill cancer cells, but rejuvenate brand new cells. And it's going to, so in other words, it's protecting your own good immune cells. Because if you ask a oncologist what is the highest issue or the most dangerous issue about chemotherapy, and they're going to tell you it's going to depress your immune system. Well, now this doctor who was talking to other doctors is saying, when you introduce intermittent fasting to the protocol of chemotherapy, that does not happen because your body is in an environment where it's actually going to replicate or rebuild or develop brand new immune system. USC, the University of California, proved that in a 72-hour research or 72-hour fasting. They did their own research and found out that when you fast for 72 hours, you're going to actually rebuild your own immune cells, stem cells. That's already been proven. So it's pretty. So I wrote the book to try to take the guessing game out of intermittent fasting, and I wrote it in a way that most of the people will understand it, but yet once they read it, and I'll most likely do a video. I'll probably do a video on this book, and I'll actually. I already think I did do it. I think I did do a training video on this book. So if you guys, I can send you the video if you'd like. But anyway, you can go to Amazon.com. You can type in book, and then type in my name, Bill, and I'll spell my last name, Mabry. And my books, all 10 books will pop up. Look for The Advantage to Intermittent Fasting. That's the one. When you purchase it, then it's at a low price. Because I want to get as many out there as I can, because I want people to understand the truth and the advantage of intermittent fasting in a simple explanation. And once you order that book and you've received it, then you can go ahead and email me at bill@billmabrycoaching.com, and then I'll send you the training videos that I did of the book, where I'm actually going to be on a video going over the sections of that book to actually make it a little easier to understand and explain some of the parts of the book to you. So that's how I'm actually making it a little easier for you to understand. Okay. Also, guys, you can go to my Facebook group page, Fat Loss Made Easy. Join it, and you can ask all the questions you want there, or you can look at what other people are asking as well. So, guys, this video basically is the announcement of my new book. I hope you guys go in and check that book out. Like I said, it's going to probably answer 99.9% of all your questions you have about intermittent fasting. I even put in there different fasting protocols that you can choose from, because we're not all the same, and our lifestyles aren't the same, our schedules aren't the same. But there is a program in there that will fit your lifestyle. And if you say there isn't, then you're just making an excuse, and you're just not ready to change your life to a healthier style of living at all. So you're just not ready for that. And that's okay. Someday you'll change it. Hopefully it's not too late. But anyway, guys, go ahead, check that book out at Amazon.com. And also check out my other books as well. Okay, guys? So you guys have a great day, and we'll see you guys at the next video. Have a good one. Bye.